What's good, VGC Nation? It's your boy Flo. I'm back with week 3 of the Holy Grail War. This week we have our opponent Assassin. Very, very, very menacing, especially their skills. It's very, very scary to go against. And yeah, I'm gonna explain to y'all real quick what their skills are. Give y'all the team breakdown of what they have as their draft pool. Give y'all my explanation of what I'm running, and then I'm gonna give y'all the video of the match. I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do the match, whether I'm gonna do a commentary or just give a quick skim through if it's quick. But yeah, anyways, let's just hop straight into it. All right, so first we're going to be explaining the assassin skills. Their first skill basically is like this. If another servant activates their skill, assassin can nullify that skill immediately. Basically, they can blitz the skill and just say no, denied. And that's very menacing. That's very useful, especially in war, especially for a teammate to have. Like, let's say if assassin was on my team, I'm probably going to be a huge target coming up these next few weeks. So assassin being on my side, if somebody was to target me, assassin could help me out by nullifying that attack. You get what I'm saying? That's something very useful. Assassin's very skilled, agile. Their second ability, their second skill, assassin can force 2 held items on their opponent, or any servant in the war. So basically, they can choose a target to add 2 held items to of their choice. And you want to know who they're going to choose and how they're going to choose it. Well, they can see your team, basically. So it basically allows you to see their team and add 2 held items to that. And that's pretty fucking scary. That's pretty fucking scary if I do say so myself. Very useful second skill. And I'm pretty sure with the right person, they can use that right. And then the third skill, last but not least, the third skill is basically the assassin can dodge one targeted skill. I'm pretty sure it's renewable if you gain a seal, but they can dodge a skill that's thrown at them. And yeah, that's the skills. Let's hop straight into the team breakdown and tell y'all what they got and what we're gonna be running. All right, so first up on Assassin's team, we have Meowscarter. Now, Meowscarter is definitely my favorite Gen 9 starter. Like, Meowscarter is the truth. It gained a buff getting triple axle with the last DLC that released, and it has these amazing ability like Protean, right? I forgot what it's called. I think it's just Protean. I think it is just Protean, but it does have the ability like Protean and Limber, where it changes its typing based on the moves that it uses. It could be very useful against my team, very strong against my team. A powerful knockoff is probably coming my way. Potentially Power Gem to threaten my team. My Talonflame that kind of walls it, kind of walls it. Not perfectly, but sort of kind of. It just has a vast move pool to really threaten me. And yeah. Next up we got Heatran. Now, if y'all know me, I love my steel types, and my boy Heatran is probably like top 5 favorite steel types of all time. He is definitely the GOAT. I love him, and they do have this, so they can run Flash Fire. I doubt they run Flash Fire. They'll probably run Flame Body. That's kind of what I'm expecting to be coming. Is Flash Body Heatran. Very threatening towards my team. If he gets burns on me the way I'm setting up my team right now, it might fuck me over in the long run. Hopefully he doesn't get a shit ton of burns on me and I just be screwed from Lava Plume or Flame Body and any of that shit. But yeah, that's Heatran. Next up they have Zapdos. Zapdos is kind of an issue. I wouldn't say a huge issue because I have Dondozo, but it kind of is an issue if I don't bring Dondozo, which I'm debating about. It definitely can threaten my team with like a Brave Bird. I forgot his fucking signature move, but it can definitely be an issue. Bulk up. I think it has Swords Dance in its move pool. Yeah, Zapdos is a huge problem for me. Especially if he runs Choice Bandit, even Choice Scarce could come and you go for U-turn spam. Hopefully Talonflame can eat a couple of hits and be able to wall this correctly. Last season when I came across this mon, I definitely tried to run Rocky Helmet Go Dingo to kind of like counterbalance if if they don't bring the Stumping Tantrum. And I think they get Blaze Kick now, right? They might get Blaze Kick. But I think the only issue for Goldingo Wall in this is Stomping Tantrum, which isn't that huge of a threat if Goldingo runs max physical defense. But it's still threatening all on its own, right? But yeah, that's Zapdos. Next up we have Sandy Shocks. Now Sandy Shocks, this Pokemon is like a menacing threat to me. Being a ground type and an electric type on its own and being extremely fast is a problem. It being able to take booster energy is also an issue because it can run booster energy and run speed varied, which is threatening because majority of my team is water, and it's hugely water electric weak, which is a fucking problem. That's why we got Thundurus last week, and hopefully we can do something with that. But it also gets things like Power Gem. I think it gets Flash Cannon. It might get Gravity, but Sandy Shocks altogether is just the issue on its own. What we've seen our opponent run is Specs Power Gem, Specs Earth Power. I've seen a lot of Specs, and it hits so fucking hard. Hopefully this week they don't run the boosted energy version and just sweep us. That would be kind of sad. But yeah, next up after Sandy Shocks we have Zoroark Hazirian. Zoroark is actually one of my more favorite just non-steel types. I actually have like a love for Zoroark, especially this version. When I seen it released on the what was it called? Legend of Arceus. When I seen it released on Legend of Arceus, I was amazed at its design. I love its design. I love foxes. If y'all never knew that, I love foxes. But yeah, Zoroark, I think is actually my profile picture on one of my accounts. But Zoroark is definitely an issue for me in Goldingo specifically. It might be a threat for Dundozo. It might be a threat for Talonflame, just depending on the set that it runs. It could be a huge issue. It can run Nasty Plot. It can run Calm Mind. It can run Sub. It can run Hex Willow. I think it also can run T-Wave, but Hex in itself is also an issue. Cincino can beat it 1-on-1, but if it burns me, then I'm in a shitty spot, especially with Heatran over there along with it, and then Zapdos can just one-shot fucking Cincino. Damn near one-shot my whole team. Like, yeah. This team in its own, amazing built team. I will say that this team is amazingly built for the draft. And yeah, I'm very, very impressed with their draft picks. So next up, we have Cleaver. Now, Cleaver, I really wanted to run in one of these drafts because I just love the thought process behind having, Stone Axe. And just being able to get on rocks by hitting somebody hard as fuck. Like, just smacking the fuck out of them. And then getting up hazards at the same time is just, it's a kink to me. But like, that shit get me on. Like, it's something similar to Ceaseless Edge Samurai Hazurian. Like they have the same kind of mentality, but this motherfucker right here just so happens to hit just as fucking hard, maybe even harder, because rock typing is hard as hell to counter. Like there's not a lot of counters in the meta to resist rock, and I didn't realize that until I went into a draft and not having a fucking steel type. And bruh, rock will fuck you up if you don't have a steel type on your team. Like them bitches hurt. Even fighting types, them bitches hurt. Man, rock type is definitely a big deal to handle. I had to learn it the hard way that hey, you definitely need a steel type or a ground type in your draft pick, or you'll have an issue with things like Hazurian Arcanine and the Cleaver for fucking sure. Especially Choice Banded Cleaver, which I kind of hope they bring Choice Banded. I would like to see that. If they bring Choice Banded, that's gonna spook me, but I would love to see Choice Banded Cleaver. I really have a love for this Pokemon as well. And yeah. Next up we have Goodra. Goodra is kind of underwhelming. I really hope they don't bring Goodra. I haven't liked Goodra in like a long ass time, honestly, since like maybe what was it, Oraz, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I think that's the last time I really fucked with Goodra. It's when I ran the heavy assault vested special defensive Gudro. But I will say it did get a buff. It did get a buff. It got Scald now. Scald is definitely a nice thing to have on Gudra. Be able to get a burn. His team can burn the fuck out of you, and that's what I'm afraid of, getting burned. Oh man. But could be able to get around it, especially with our two new mods, not Zorak. My two new mods, Darkrai and Thunderous, we might be able to get around it, but Gudra is definitely a wall for us. Which that's why I really, really hope they don't bring this motherfucker. It's gonna be so annoying to get around. It might have something like Ice Beam. It might have Sludge Bomb, which I'm very afraid of. That has Sludge Bomb. It might have something like Flash Cannon as well. It could have Draco, Earthquake, Dragon Tail. It can run damn near anything, bro. This thing has a vast move pool. It just doesn't have that much setup. That's what I will say. That's what keeps Gudra from being so great. Is it lacks setup and it lacks recovery. If it had both, it would be fucking Ubers probably. The bitch is thick. She's thick and slimy. But anyways, last but not least for their draft pool, we have last but not least, we have Bramblaggeist. I'm not good with this name. I'm not good with the new gen names, because like, what the fuck is that? It's like, I think it's a hay ball, right? I think that's what it's called. But anyways, this Pokemon, it can be threatening, but it's not really that threatening to my team. I do have decent counters like Darkrai. I will say a couple of new additional Pokemon that I have that you'll probably see in a second. I can wallet as well. It can run Shadow Sneak, it can run Poltergeist, but Poltergeist isn't gonna be that useful against me, because if it runs knockoff on some other ones like what's her name? Meowscarda, I can easily get around Poltergeist, just switching into that mon and then not being affected. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this Pokemon may come, it might not, because like it may come to be a rapid spinner, but it might not, just because it's not that useful. And I don't think we've seen them actually use this Pokemon in their last few battles. So yeah, that's the draft team. I think it's really, really decent. But anyways, let's get into what we're bringing, and let me show y'all real quick of what we got. All right, so first up, I wanted to explain to y'all what we got. We did gain 2 new Pokemon from the draft due to our passive ability. When we win 2 matches, we're able to gain 2 additional Pokemon. Was it 2 or 3? It's 2. It's 2. When we win 2 matches, we're able to gain 2 additional Pokemon to our draft. Last week we had gained 2 seals, which is what allowed us to gain 2 additional Pokemon. So yeah, this week we got the 2 additional Pokemon, and those 2 additional Pokemon is Deoxys and Komodo. And yeah, these are 2 months that I really, really needed, really fucking badly. Komodo for sure, because we needed something that's able to eat some rock type hits like badly, like really, really badly. And we also needed Deoxys with its just crazy bulk and the potential teleport to get some pivoting, some momentum going. I'm gonna love that part about Deoxys, just being able to spam, teleport, recover, hazards for Goldingo, hazard control. Like, this team is looking very, very nice. Both of these can also get Steel Frogs, by the way, and Komodo can also have sweet potential. And yeah, next up, I'm gonna show y'all my draft team and what I'll be bringing for the match. So here we go. All right, so first up we have Goldingo. Goldingo is running bold, 252 HP, 252 defense. And 4 in special attack. He'll be having the Hex, Recover, Make It Rain, and Thunder Wave, and running the Rocky Helmet. Like I told y'all, I am trying to get around taking as much damage as possible from this Galarian Zapdos, who is hard hitting as fuck to my team, and we're definitely gonna have Goldingo specifically for that, to be honest with y'all. That's really what Goldingo is here for. Hopefully we can get some T-Waves off. I really am worried about the Sandy Shocks. So yeah, if Sandy Shocks come in, we're gonna have this hard switch into some other mons, and I'll show y'all in a second. Next up after Goldingo, we'll have we got Lapras. Lapras is running the Water Absorb. He's running Adamant. 252 in attack, 4 in defense, and 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with the liquidation, ice spear, earthquake, dragon dance, and we're running loaded dice. I feel like Lapras can actually sweep here if we get up 2, maybe 3D dances. I feel like 3D dances is enough to easily clean sweep his team and just go off on the leaderboard. That's really what I'm hoping to do with Lapras. I should have known that I was gonna bring some offensive Lapras at some point, because I fucks with Lapras being offensive, and I love seeing my mons on the kill leaderboard. That's my favorite thing about draft, is just seeing them up there. And yeah. Next up after last week, we have Sandaconda. Like I said, Sandaconda is here because we need something to soak up these hits from things like Glory and Zapdos. And yeah, he's running the Shed Skin ability with the Impish Nature, basically max bulk, 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 attack. And the moves he'll be running is Glare, Rest, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Now Glare and Earthquake go hand in hand, because if they bring in Sandy Shocks, I can easily Earthquake. If they bring in something else, Glare works. So it's basically hand in hand. Like I said, Rest is obviously for the recovery, of just in case I'm getting destroyed by Zapdos. Glory and Zapdos Choice Bandit could destroy me. And I'm running Rocky Helmet to actually get that chip, because I don't see a Wish Pass mod on that team. So if we get Glory and Zapdos low, it's done and over with. Like it's out of there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Next up after that, Sandaconda, we got. So next up we have Talonflame. We're running the sand. I think we're pretty much running the same Talonflame as last week. The Flame Body, Impish, 252 HP, max defense, 4 attack. We're running the Willow Roost. I think the only difference thing is we're running U-turn instead of Defog and Acrobatics. So we're running the U-turn because I haven't seen them really get up hazards. Cleave might come in to get in hazards, but I'm not really worried about it too much. I feel like we're actually gonna have some better offensive momentum here in this matchup. And yeah, in the item, clearly we're gonna be running heavy duty boots. Hopefully we can get that Meowscarada burned with this, and then the U-turn pivot into something like Goldingo or something on the cleave maybe. But yeah, next up after that we got. So right here we're running Komodo. This is really the real reason why I don't feel so pressured by his cleaver, or pretty much the majority of his team, like Sandy Shocks. The only thing I'm really worried about is Zapdos, because it can KO Komodo. But anyways, Komodo is running the bulletproof adamant ability. Bulletproof ability, adamant attack, running the 252 attack, 4 special defense EVs, and max speed with 252. It's running Dragon Claw, Drain Punch, Earthquake, and Clangorous Soul. Clangorous Soul gives you a boost in all your stats for I think 1/3 of your HP, which is fucking come on now, that's fucking beautiful. Some people try to counter Komodo with Mirror Herb, but I don't think they're bringing Mirror Herb this week. And last but not least, the item is red card. So let's say they do get the Mirror Herb on a Pokemon that's probably somewhere nigger equal to me, and try to out set up me or outdo me because I lose health and they're able to boost up some other way. Red card would actually push them out, and then I could continue to sweep. You know what I'm saying? I do like sets like this. This is kind of my play style. So yeah. Next up after Komodo, we have. So last but not least, we have Deoxys Defense. Deoxys Defense is going to be probably the main thing I lead with. It's going to be running Pressure, Calm Nature, with the EVs 252 in HP, 252 in Special Defense, and 4 in Defense. We're going to be running the Spikes, Teleport. I told y'all about that Teleport. Recover, and Stuff Rocks. We're not running any attacks because I don't think Meowscarada will lead and run any rocks. A run hunt. I don't feel like it will. And if it does, I feel like I can get Deoxys in on something like Heatran or Sandy Shocks or Goodra. Goodra for sure if he brings Goodra, which it looks too enticing not to bring Goodra. So that's what I'm really expecting him to bring, is Goodra. And so Deoxys Defense can easily come in on Goodra and start stacking up hazards if it wants to. And yeah, the item will be leftovers. Easy leftovers, easy recovery, just a little bit extra, And yeah, we're probably gonna hazard stack on them and attempt to sweep if possible. If not, I mean, we did what we could. We're just testing out these new mods and seeing how they do this week. And yeah, that's the team for this week. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feel about what I'm breaking. Let me know how y'all feel about my opponent's draft team. I kind of fuck with it. And with that being said, we're gonna get right into the match and we'll be right back. All right, so what's good, VGC Nation? We're back and we're getting ready to verse our week 3 opponent, Assassin Victor. And yeah, let's get straight into it. I ain't got much to say. Hopefully we win this matchup. Matchups, it's kind of hard, not gonna lie, but we got kind of an army, a huge arsenal to go at it. Let's hop straight into it. All right, so anyway, we're here. I'm just gonna stick with the game plan. He pretty much brought everything I expected him to bring. First, I want to throw out the Deoxys. Yeah, I think I want to throw out a Deoxys and just get up a shit ton of hazards and go from there. If he leads off Meow, that's cool. He led off with Gudra. That's actually even better. That's actually even fucking better. Let's see. He Dragon Pulses. That does a nice chunk. This has to be modest. Don't freeze me. Don't freeze me. Ice Beam. I'm just gonna keep getting up my hazards. Hopefully he doesn't get the freeze off. That would suck. Getting the freeze. Flash Bomb. I wouldn't mind a poison. I would not mind a poison. Crit shit. I'm gonna recover. Actually, we might could go for the sweep with Lapras from here. He gets the poison. I'm gonna teleport. I really think Lapras goes crazy here. He has Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, Sludge. Yeah, I think Lapras just wins here. I'm gonna D-dance twice. I might go for a third depending on how much damage this shit does. If this does too much damage for me to get up a +3. Yeah, I'm gonna get up one more. Let's. Okay, that didn't do nothing. I can go for a third here. That way we outspeed anything Scarf potentially. Yeah, don't poison me. He gets the fucking poison. Damn it. That's rough. That's rough. The fucking poison. No. I'm gonna lose Lapras, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. Lapras is supposed to go crazy here. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm gonna send out Komodo. I think this is our like best bet here. Cole's combat. Oof. Oof. Give me Heatran. He gave me Heatran. Let's go. He fucking Heatran. Let's get it. I think I just Drain Punch here. Yeah, and that's out of there. That's unfortunate. Lapras got poisoned. That was supposed to be the sweep. That was supposed to be it. That's rough. Goldingo's probably not gonna get a kill here, unfortunately. I wish he could have, but probably not. I'm gonna just. Ooh, he has knock. He's Scarf too. I should just end it. Yeah, just end it. Oh shit. Yox almost got a kill. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's week 3 of the fate. that was week 3. If y'all have any opinions, leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of the team I brought. Maybe I over prepped, who knows. And yeah, with that being said, let me get up out of here, y'all.